Hey guys, it's Saru, and there are a lot of games coming in the next couple of years, but thanks to Gamescom opening night live, we got a glimpse at some really interesting projects. So I figured I'd hang out with you guys here on this video and share my top 5 most anticipated games from Gamescom. So let's get right into it. So if it's not known already, it should be noted that the game that I'm most anticipated for or excited for is Hogwarts Legacy. That's it. That's the game for me, so honestly I could finish the video here. But no, I will not be adding it into the list because it's already in the list of my heart, fellas. It's in my heart. So with that out of the way, let's start with number 5. Number 5, Dead Island 2. Now, Dead Island is a game that I have a lot of love for and history with, starting from the very first Dead Island, playing the game for so long and anticipating Dead Island 2 until, well, the people that were working on it got fired, and those same people ended up making one of my most favorite zombie games of all time, Dying Light. But the team at Deep Silver, after 9 years, have seemed to finish Dead Island 2, and it looks pretty damn great, to be honest. I mean, apart from Lenny Kravitz being there, mind you, this is a CGI trailer, so everything else is kind of left to imagination, but still, it has everything that Dead Island 1 has to offer, or had to offer, and more, it seems. So yeah, Dead Island 2, it's definitely on my list for top 5. Number 4. Number 4 would be, it's hard to pinpoint really, so let's say the game, High on Life. I never would have thought I would choose this game, but watching this stream and actually streaming this stream on Twitch, it looked like a lot of fun and just something that I think I would just genuinely enjoy. With some funny characters even attached to your weaponry, I just think based on how fun and amusing it looks like, just based on the gameplay we were shown at opening night live, that I think it's something that yeah, I would really be interested in. Honestly, I think if a trailer came out and had no gameplay, I probably would have just overlooked it, but watching the gameplay itself, yeah, it looked like a lot of fun, to be honest. Number 3. Number 3 would be Lies of P. I have known about this game for some time, and I think the reason I really haven't mentioned it, or really even talked about it here on my channel, I really don't think I've ever talked about it, is simply because the creators of this game, which, no, I do not mean NeoWiz, but Round 8 Studio, actually, both of them created Bless Online, followed by Bless Unleashed. I have found it really hard inside myself to keep an open mind and not be too bitter about that. Still, this game does look amazing, and it looks like Dishonored had a baby with BioShock and had traces of some Dark Souls inside it. I mean, it looks absolutely stunning. The gameplay is flashy, which I like flashy. That's me, I like flashy. So that's why Lies of P is on my list, but I'm still bitter though. Don't get that wrong. I'm still bitter, NeoWiz, if you're watching this video, which you're probably not going to because I'm not a very big content creator. Feels bad, man. Number 2, to be perfectly honest, I couldn't be able to tell you simply because these games all look exactly the same. No, seriously, those games would be Flintlock, Atlas Fallen, and Forspoken. They look so similar that even when the characters are running, they look exactly the same to me. But maybe I'm blind, I don't know. But since we're only talking about Gamescom specifically, that means Atlas Fallen and Forspoken. Now, Forspoken from the get-go, I thought looked absolutely cool from when it was first called Project Athia, and we got a treat of how the combat actually looks like a couple of days ago, which looks like something inspired by Black Desert, if you really want to think about it like that, because it really does. When she was doing her skills and stuff, I was like, this reminds me of Black Desert's combat system for some weird reason, or graphics, honestly both. So that's actually a major compliment because, you know, Black Desert is pretty much as high as it gets when it comes to games like that. But that aside, the gameplay looked absolutely amazing. The graphics are out of this world, which it's not a pun, I promise. I know it is about a girl that gets teleported outside of her world into another dimension and stuff, but that pun was not intended. Whereas Atlas Fallen didn't show too much, if anything really, of gameplay. It was just a CGI trailer. Still, based on the trailer, it looks pretty damn cool. I mean, if the combat feels just like the trailer made it feel, then yeah, it would be pretty good. You know, the fact that it's fluid and stuff, then I think the game could be one for the ages. And just for good measure, because I feel like you guys would be like, I don't even know what he's talking about. These games don't look similar at all. So here's some gameplay from Flintlock, which was announced a couple of months ago, which, sure, it doesn't look too crazy. It's basically a pirate-themed sort of RPG instead of the fantasy-like genre like the other two. But if we put them side by side, I mean, no, they definitely don't look the same, guys. These are 3 different games altogether with 3 different protagonists that don't definitely look the exact same. But sarcasm aside, it is uncanny, actually. And number 1. Number 1 would have to go to Where Winds Meet. Without a doubt, without even thinking about it, it's actually the first name that I wrote when I was writing the script. I'm not even lying to you. When watching this trailer on Twitch, I was blown away. It held my attention like I have never experienced before. For a quick second, I thought, do I even have ADHD? I was just drawn in. It was beautiful. The combat looked like something out of the new Sword and Fairy game, or maybe like Swords of Legends Online sort of, or Gujian 3. I mean, you could see that there are some pretty awesome RPG elements, and the graphics were just wow. It wasn't that really drew me in, to be perfectly honest. It was the movement. It looked so fluid. It gave me some Sekiro or Blade and Soul kind of vibes. The graphics, yeah, they looked absolutely amazing. But that aside, I mean, the combat just looks... what's the right word here? I'm gonna go with super duper. The game's combat just looks super duper. I don't have any other way to express it. It just looks fucking amazing. And that's why Where Winds Meet is my #1 most anticipated game and will likely remain there for a long time. That shit looks badass. That's a good fucking game. Now, yes, longtime viewers will probably say, but Saru, what about Metal Hellsinger? Didn't you like it? Yeah. I did, actually, very much so. And by the way, just to get this out of the way, because I'll probably forget, the concert from Metal Hellsinger over at Gamescom was absolutely badass. Everyone did amazing, and Elisa from Arch Enemy, as always, just delivered like no others. So yes, I am hyped for this game, and yes, I will be playing it a lot. Very much a lot. But given that this game wasn't even really shown off at Gamescom, other than like it had its booth and stuff, but it didn't have any announcements or anything. So yeah, I definitely am excited for it. Now, as for the other games like the Callisto Protocol, Redfall, The First Descendant, and Scars Above, I am quite interested in these, but they didn't make my top 5. I guess you could say they did make my top 10. It looked decent. Redfall with its Left 4 Dead vibes with vampires. Callisto Protocol with its Dead Space vibes, but not Dead Space, but developed by the creators of Dead Space, but it's definitely not Dead Space, guys. First Descendant, which has Nexon being in charge, which already has me worried, and I can smell the monetization already. But at least the game looks decent, similar to Anthem, sort of. Although I think I just cursed this game by even mentioning Anthem, but I guess Outriders is another one. And of course, Scars Above with its Tomb Raider in space kind of vibe. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested. But all in all, those are my top 5 most anticipated games based on what we've seen on Gamescom. And yes, Hogwarts Legacy remains at the forefront with number 0. Nothing takes that spot away from it. Nothing. So based on the Gamescom announcement, or not, even if there weren't announced, what games are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click the adorable fucking bell to know when I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love, and as always, till next time, friends.